Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
That's fine. Yeah.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Wait up. Get reset. Hey, easy. 13, Mike, 13. Over. Right. Gun. Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Yeah, Liz. Oko, over here. Hey, check 26. Yeah, Liz.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Flush to his right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down.
Jump out! Jump out!
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Rodgers to throw once more. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He takes it to the 15. A flashy move, but little to show for it. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long after.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Robert Woods, 75 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play. Big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like 2 boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Completion left side to Miller. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both, because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. A dump underneath to Jones. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Rodgers to throw on second down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Now a handoff looking right. Shifts by him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. It's Gibson. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Everson Griffin in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And all that he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Lift!
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
12!
They'll try the air now with Goff. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll buy some time right. And that's going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Two minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Throwing again is gone. And Diggs has it. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. They'll fake the give. Now gone. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Second and 10. Goff again. And that's incomplete. Trying to get it to Woods, and that'll make it third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Goff throwing again. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bad.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Fighting through it. He's got space. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Here's Matt Weil now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the 1st half of play. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair, and he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look, well, all right, never mind. 3rd quarter action now. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run it again with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the the gun. Goff. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now they try the right side here. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Zoom. Hey, where y'all going?
Here's Rodgers looking to throw on second down. Room to run past midfield. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. To throw is Rodgers. To throw on second down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Rodgers now just one misfire so far after that last completion, 15 of 16. It's first down. Now they'll run on the draw. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw on second down, Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Gibson. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a handoff looking right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Rally. Don't let rally.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Goff now looking to throw. Looking to try for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. Woods, the intended receiver.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Now they'll run it on the toss. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
We are going. Jumbo! Jumbo!
From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Over here. Stay Mike. Zoom.
Now Rodgers. Going up top. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Equanimous St. Brown, 50 yards. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Goff. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play action. It's gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Goff. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. They give him a gain of 37. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. Pushing his way through. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They'll run with Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. He's going to get it running right. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
12.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen from 3 yards out. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. So Goff will lead his guys up to the line to go for the 2-point conversion. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Gold now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd down, Williams. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the 1st.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And a solid run down inside the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
A gain of 6 there on first. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.